Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Giants going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Ground, it's Thomas, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They're going to look to throw, and right away he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They run with Thomas. And a short gain down to about the 33. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. He finds Beckham complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal to go now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. On 1st and 10, Stafford going with a screen for Murray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Thomas. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. To throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now they try the right side here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Stafford here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Stafford on second down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. On first down, Murray. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Stafford. Now he'll escape to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, 33 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Akeem Spence busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll set up a throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. Running with a fullback, Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a first down throw. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Touchdown, Detroit! Golden Tate, 69 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Back to throw. Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. B.J. Goodson coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd and short.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw here. He's got it complete to Perkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On first down at Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Final minute now of the third quarter. Stafford on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with it...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Julian Edelman, 64 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Whoosh.
Still going. They can't stop him. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Stafford here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The man in motion is Tate. On the ground, it's Riddick. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go back to Riddick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Giants a first down. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And partner, this first week, this first game.
Go.